This is the summer of 2022 and we are asking the question, can the Naga peace deadlock be ever broken? One is posing this question because the NSCN-IM in its May 31st Emergency National Assembly that was attended by nearly 2,000 of its leaders and members adopted a resolution unanimously that said they are not prepared for a solution without the Government of India granting the Nagas a separate flag and constitution. The ball now is clearly in New Delhi's court, and the obvious question that arises, can or will the Government of India concede to the NSCN-IM's flag and constitution demand? Sources close to the NSCN-IM are now saying the previous Naga peace interlocutor R.N. Ravi, after a series of discussions, had come to regard the Naga constitution or the Yazabo as the Naga basic law. These sources now claim that the Naga basic law that stipulate things like the Naga customary laws, etc., was on course of being incorporated into the Indian constitution. If this was so, why did the NSCN-IM fall out with R.N. Ravi, and why did the group seek a new interlocutor? Well, we are not expecting to get answers to such queries soon or perhaps forever. Now, were there any written assurances on sticky matters after the differences were sorted out? Were there anything called formulation papers? Now, during Thursday night's core committee meeting near Dimapur, some members spoke of these formulation papers having been already handed over to the NSCN-IM by the government negotiators from time to time. Any case, the big question is, what now? Does the core committee headed by Chief Minister Nephew Rio and the stakeholders want the talks to be elevated to a political level? Already on Thursday, NEDA convener and Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma had a long meeting with the entire core committee on the Naga peace talks. A top leader of the core committee told me that they had urged upon Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma to impress upon the centre to uphold the commitment given to the NSCN-IM by the former interlocutor R.N. Ravi and the current one, Mr. A.K. Mishra. Now, what were the commitments given really? While the core committee wants Dr. Sharma's active involvement in taking the peace process forward, perhaps to its logical conclusion, the NEDA convener told Notice Live on Friday morning that he does not have any role as of now as a peace facilitator. He, however, said there is a lot of scope for the discussions to continue. Dr. Sharma said negotiations may face roadblocks, but solutions can be found as the two sides walk along and continue talking. The NEDA convener said during any talks on the Naga issue with the top central leaders like the Prime Minister or the Home Minister, he would like to have the Nagaland Chief Minister by his side. After all, the Nagaland CM is the elected leader of the people. Now I asked a top core committee member whether they would visit New Delhi again to meet the Prime Minister or the Home Minister. He said the core committee would meet the central leaders only after the talks resume. There is a difference this time around. The NSCN-IM has adopted a resolution at its highest level of not accepting any solution without the flag and constitution demand being accepted by New Delhi. This is a tough call for the Government of India to take. After the abrogation of Article 370, can the government concede such a demand? And will the NSCN-IM agree to a middle ground? What new can New Delhi offer, because it had apparently offered earlier the use of the Naga flag for cultural purposes? Can the Government of India sign a Naga peace deal without the NSCN-IM? If the answer is no, does it mean the impasse will continue for an indefinite period of time? To me, the deadlock seems set to continue, for I don't know when. Will this lead to more factionalism within the Naga insurgency movement? Perhaps yes. But like most people, I am hoping the stalemate would end. After all, the world moves on with hope.